Hello there, it's me, Perfect Blinky, and today it's Patch Day, from which we get the new DLC Warfare 1 and the Warfare update, which includes first-person shooter weapons and blocks to cover behind. I will show those blocks off in a build which we have here, which is a nice large submarine, along with, of course, in the water mod. No, we don't get water in this update. But you know me, I love water in games. As you can see here, I have set up some of the new blocks in these ranges, and let's go through them one by one, shall we? See what we got, and afterwards we can see how to use them in a build like that. So, number one, let's go to the passageways. So we all remember this passage. It kind of looks dated compared to the blocks we're getting these days. This is the new one. So we still keep our old one, but we now have a non-DLC version, which also is a single walled one. So you can now build or even broader designs, or you can just cover up one piece, maybe have a terrace or something like it to walk on. Fairly detailed design, but nothing too out of the ordinary. It has a glow strip on the bottom, or top, depending on how you place it, of course. But it doesn't give any light. What does give light, though, is the DLC version. This is a interior wall or passageway, including a light which has the same values as regular lights, so you can change the colors, intensities, all the things like that, along with the regular passageway and of course now the dual passageway. So those two versions are the same as the vanilla ones, but if you buy the DLC you also get this one. This is the half wall version, which has some kind of contamination spray shower head. But it doesn't produce any fumes or something. Maybe if you break it down a bit. And as you can see, I have... Oh! Look at that! We also get reload animations. No, it just pops. So these are not smoking, these will just be popping. Same like this. This also looks like sort of a shower head, decontamination. But instead of having a single wall, it just has the corner pillars, which will look rather snazzy if we can see them in the build later on. Then we get, of course, with a first-person shooter focus, we get cover. And I guess this is cover for engineers. Standing behind it, and if you crouch with C, can only see my head. Got a bit of clipping there, but that is to be expected with a block building game like this. And we get hit markers. This is also new. This is the hit marker for a friendly grid, but we also get hit markers for enemies and other players. So keep that in mind. There is a bit more polish now to the whole first-person shooter section of the game. Other blocks we still have are these windows, which are bulletproof, and they have a corner version and a flat version, both ways, so you can put them inside out or outside in. And we get the embrasure block, which is also part of the DLC. These are all DLC blocks, and this one is the most highly holy block we get so far. It's really good for shooting from, and it's hard for players from the other side to actually find their mark. You really have to go through, and now with the new recoil, it's gonna be really tough. So make sure to use that as you would. Although I wouldn't see that in many builds because it doesn't line up with anything. But let me know what will you be doing with the embrasure. Will you be making a FPS map, or will you be making a submarine like me, or maybe a space submarine, because this is still Space Engineers. As we go past our targets, these are test dummies. They disappear after you do enough damage to them. I believe it's like 100 health, like regular engineers. And we can also see that we now have a pistol, a full automatic, a semi-automatic, and a, I guess, very accurate semi-automatic, nicely scoped pistol. Speaking of other weapons, we also get a weapon rack, which is the same, it's almost the same model as the locker room, but now it has a full storage of assault rifles. So let's test out the weapons we get on the range. So we have our pistols. Make sure you stand a bit back from your embrasure, because you can't really shoot through them if you're standing next to them, or shoot for the feet, I guess. You really have to work against the recoil now. I'm now dragging down my mouse. But if I just let go, it goes down. Now also get a semi-automatic weapon. So this is again changes from the weapons we had. They were all automatic. They all had a slight variation in the way they shot, but now they have a lot more character to them. This is a low ammo, precise weapon. We have a rapid fire weapon with high recoil, and we have a 3-shot burst weapon, which is probably more accurate than the average one, but less accurate than the single shot one. And I guess our starter weapon now is semi-automatic. So I can't wait to test these things out in a PvP match when we capture the flag with our boats and race for the finish with our characters. But then we get to the most interesting part of the whole update: handheld rocket launchers. Pistols are just pistols. These are rocket launchers. So we don't need ships anymore to blow up other grids. We can now do it from the easy PC side of our shoulder. So let's see how this holds up against a large grid. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Good. Let's see how this holds up against a rigged explosive crate we have here. That was a good boom. We didn't even explode it. Oh, we did blow up the things next to it. I guess we need more damage versus the crate itself. Let's try that again. We get 2 launchers now. We get this one, which is the inaccurate one, and we get the accurate version, number Pro 1. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, that's new. Whoa! Alright, now we got that out of the way. Let's see how an interior works. Now we have all these extra blocks. So this is a submarine, and as you can see, directly you feel enclosed in this tiny space. All these extra blocks that give an extra ceiling or floor make it so you can make those designs come to life a bit more realistically. Otherwise you would have just a square looking interior like the wall here. So I really like how that is going to work, and I'm going to really enjoy making some more of these complex designs with a full interior using these blocks. Let me know yourself what you will be doing with these new interior things. Of course the weapon system is interesting, but I'm a builder first and a, well, player second. So let's take this submarine for a spin. This is the U-110, a German design, and it was a nice one to build, especially for this new update where we have all these new walkways. I was Perfect Blinky. I thank you all for watching. and I hope to see you on the workshop or on the server next time in Space Engineers. Thank you. Until then, bye bye.